It's my home. PSG superstar Lionel Messi confirms he'll return to Barcelona when he finishes his career. Paris Saint-Germain superstar Lionel Messi has expressed his intention to return to his roots in Barcelona once he retires from professional football. The playmaker, who led the Argentina national team to a World Cup trophy, is widely regarded as one of Barcelona's greatest footballers of all time. Although Messi currently plies his professional trade at PSG, he revealed to Olake via Albiceleste Talk that he would return to the city where he is idolized. The PSG superstar reiterated his intention to return to the famed Catalan city when discussing Argentina's triumph at the World Cup. When asked if he kept anything from the final game against France, Messi answered affirmatively, revealing that he kept his prized memories in Spain. Despite Barca's decision to let Lionel Messi join PSG on a free transfer due to financial constraints, speculation has been rife that he could return to his former club. This speculation has been fueled by current Barca president Joan Laporta, who has repeatedly expressed his desire to bring the star forward back to the Catalan club. Lionel Messi's PSG future remains uncertain, with speculations about his possible return to the Catalan club continuing to swell. Despite Joan Laporta expressing his wish for Messi to return, the Argentine star has not given any public indication regarding where he will play next season. The forward has been linked to a possible move back to his former club, Newell's Old Boys, where he began his professional career. However, Barcelona's coach Xavi Hernandez is reportedly preparing for the possibility of Messi's return to the Camp Nou. According to journalist Gerard Romero, Xavi believes that Messi's return would bring many advantages to the team and he is confident that the 35-year-old will quickly adjust to the team's playing style. Italian Mafia killer working as pizza chef held after being on the run for 16 years. New Delhi, a convicted Italian killer Edgardo Greco, believed to be associated with one of the country's most powerful mafia organizations, was arrested after being on the run for 16 years after he was discovered working as a pizza chef, The Guardian reported. He is suspected of belonging to the notorious 'Ndrangheta, a powerful mafia organization in Calabria, southern Italy. The Interpol stated that he was arrested in the French city of Saint-Étienne. He had at one point run an Italian restaurant under an alias, according to French prosecutors. After his arrest in the early morning hours, he appeared before an investigating magistrate in Lyon who formally notified him of Italy's arrest warrant, prosecutors said. He was then placed in detention. Greco's arrest was facilitated by help for Italy and France from the Cooperation Against 'Ndrangheta project run by Interpol, as reported by The Guardian. It is a project which facilitates police cooperation between its 195 member states. In a statement released by Interpol, it said Greco, described as a dangerous fugitive, was wanted in Italy to serve a life sentence for the murders of Stefano and Giuseppe Bartolomeo. He was also accused of the attempted murder of Emiliano Mosciaro, as part of a mafia war between the Pino Senar and Perna Prano gangs that marked the early 1990s. According to French prosecutors, Greco became the owner of an Italian restaurant called Café Rossini Ristorante in Saint-Étienne in June 2002. As per the documents accessed by the news agency AFPress, he used the name Paolo Dimitrio and worked in other Italian restaurants in the city. Greco's arrest came a week after Italian police said it had dismantled a 'Ndrangheta mafia ring dominating a large area of southern Calabria and seized assets exceeding €250 million, $270 million, The Guardian reported. According to Italian media, Greco also worked evenings in a pizza restaurant under his assumed name. The 'Ndrangheta was considered Italy's most extensive and powerful mafia group, Interpol said, operating worldwide and with strong ties to the trade in cocaine bound for Europe from South America. Madhya Pradesh shocker, 3-month-old baby dies of pneumonia after healer brands her with hot iron rod 51 times in Shahdol. After the death of her baby, the mother approached the police and filed a complaint against her family and the healer. On the basis of the complaint, the cops at Shahdol police station booked the healer under relevant sections of the Indian Penal Code (IPC). Patna, February 3, a tragedy struck upon a family in Madhya Pradesh after a 3-month-old baby girl died of pneumonia after a traditional healer branded the infant with a hot iron rod 51 times. The tragic incident took place in the Shahdol district. The girl child died during treatment at Shahdol Medical College. Uttar Pradesh shocker, 7-month-old baby suffering from pneumonia fever allegedly administered 3 vaccine doses, dies in Hapur. According to a report published in the Hindustan Times, the baby was suffering from pneumonia. She was rushed for treatment at primary health care but her condition deteriorated further. Her family members insisted on getting treatment from a traditional healer and approached a woman for the same. The family asked the woman healer to heal the girl. However, Roshni Kaul, the child's mother, objected to the treatment from the healer but her family insisted on getting the child treated with traditional methods. The family told Roshni said that it was the only way to treat the disease. Chennai shocker, Tragedy strikes Viragambakam family on Pongal as infant drowns to death in bucket of water. After the death of her baby, Roshni approached the police and filed a complaint against her family and the healer. On the basis of the complaint, the cops at Shahdol police station booked the healer under relevant sections of the Indian Penal Code (IPC). Cop booked in J&K for renting out house to let militant involved in Narwal blasts. Posted in Kashmir Valley, Police Sub-Inspector Mohammed Hanif has been booked on charges of not verifying Arif Sheikh's antecedents with the local police, a senior police officer said, adding that the FIR against Hanif has been registered under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code. New City Shamu cop booked in J&K for renting out house to let militant involved in Narwal blasts. Cop booked in J&K for renting out house to let militant involved in Narwal blasts. Posted in Kashmir Valley, Police Sub-Inspector Mohammed Hanif has been booked on charges of not verifying Arif Sheikh's antecedents with the local police, a senior police officer said, adding that the FIR against Hanif has been registered under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code. Indian security force personnel stand guard next to a damaged vehicle after a bomb blast in Narwal area of Jammu. Jammu and Kashmir police have registered an FIR against a police sub-inspector at whose house Muhammad Arif Sheikh, a serving government school teacher turned let militant, was allegedly living as a tenant. The house is located in Sunjawan's Pirba colony on the outskirts of Jammu city. The police had on Thursday said that they arrested Arif Sheikh, a school teacher posted in government middle school at Fagila in Rizi district's Mahor Tehsil, for planting 2 IEDs in the Narwal area of Jammu city which injured 9 people on January 21. A perfume IED, seized from him, an explosive packed inside a perfume bottle, set up to explode when the nozzle is pressed or the lid turned, was the first such device seized by the J&K police in 3 decades of militancy. The provision under which PSI Hanif has been booked provides for punishment to a person who disobeys an order duly promulgated by a public servant, saying that if the disobedience causes or tends to cause danger to human life, health or safety, or causes or tends to cause a riot of affray, the offender shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine up to 1,000 rupees or both. The police in Jammu and Kashmir have from time to time been asking people to submit information about tenants, if any, living in their houses for verification of their antecedents. In Jammu district, the police have conducted such verification for 25,000 tenants and their family members in the past 1 month, a senior police officer said. Arif Sheikh owed allegiance to the Lashkar-e-Toiba, the police said, adding that he has also confessed to his involvement in IED explosions in Jammu's Shastri Nagar area in February 2022 and in a passenger bus near Katra on May 13 last year. While there was no casualty in the Shastri Nagar blast, 4 people were killed and over 20 injured in explosions inside a passenger bus near Katra. Scientists discover, unexpected, 319-million-year-old fossilized vertebrate brain. A 319-million-year-old fossilized fish, pulled from a coal mine in England more than a century ago, has revealed the oldest example of a well-preserved vertebrate brain, researchers say. Scans reveal the skull of the creature contains a brain and nerves at the back of the brain that are roughly 1 inch long. The University of Birmingham and University of Michigan, USA, scientists believe the discovery opens a window into the makeup of the brain and nervous system, and the early evolution of a major group of fish alive today, ray-finned fishes. The findings shed new light on the preservation of soft parts in fossils of backboned animals, the researchers suggest. Most of the animal fossils in museum collections were formed from hard body parts such as bones, teeth and shells. Senior author, Dr. Sam Giles of the University of Birmingham said, "This unexpected find of a 3-dimensionally preserved vertebrate brain gives us a startling insight into the neural anatomy of ray-finned fish." Researchers analyzed the brain of a Cococephalus wildi, an early ray-finned fish roughly the size of a bream that swam in an estuary and likely dined on small crustaceans, aquatic insects and cephalopods, a group that today includes squid, octopuses and cuttlefish. Ray-finned fishes have backbones and fins supported by bony rods called rays. While soft tissues such as the brain normally decay quickly and very rarely fossilize, when this fish died, the brain was replaced during the fossilization process with a dense mineral that preserved the 3-dimensional structure of the soft tissue. The fossil from England is the only known specimen of its species, so scientists were only able to use techniques that did not destroy it. The skull fossil is on loan to the University of Michigan from the Manchester Museum. It was recovered from the roof of the Mountain 4-foot coal mine in Lancashire and was first scientifically described in 1925. Scientists believe sea wildy would have been 6 to 8 inches long, and based on the shape of its jaw it was probably a carnivore. When the fish died, it was probably quickly buried in sediments with little oxygen present, an environment that can slow the decomposition of soft body parts.